Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about periodization and why it's important to cycle your athletes through different stages of the OPT model of integrated sports training. So what is periodization? Periodization is the process of breaking down a training program into distinct periods. Periodized programs utilize a systematic approach, otherwise known as the OPT model, to stimulate desired adaptations during training and prevent future injury. Determining a specific training period depends on whether the athlete is in the preseason, competition season, or off-season. Periodized programs are implemented across many different cycles, both short-term and long-term. An annual or yearly training program is considered a macrocycle. A monthly training program is considered a mesocycle, and a weekly training program is considered a microcycle. Periodized training programs for a traditional sport athlete are commonly implemented on a macrocycle throughout the preseason, competition season, and off-season. However, if an athlete has multiple competition seasons during the year, the athlete can be progressed through the OPT model multiple times throughout that year in order to meet their competition goals. This type of athlete will train through either mesocycles or microcycles. Here is a diagram of the OPT model. The OPT model is split into 3 stages, with 5 phases being progressed across the entire model. Stage 1 is considered stabilization and includes Phase 1 stabilization endurance. Stage 2 is considered strength and includes Phase 2 strength endurance, Phase 3 hypertrophy, and Phase 4 maximal strength. Stage 3 is considered power and includes Phase 5 power exercise. Here are some examples of exercises that can be implemented across each stage of the OPT model. For these exercises, I stuck with the theme of pushing. So for stage 1, stabilization, I included a Bosu push-up. For stage 2, strength, I included a simple bench press. For stage 3, power, I included a med ball chest pass. There's a great deal of research that supports the use of macrocycles in sports performance training. Myakonchenko et al. 2021 compared the effects of an annual endurance program on the training load volume of a group of Russian skiers and a group of Norwegian skiers. The Russian skiers received a high volume of training throughout the entire macrocycle, while the Norwegian skiers received a high volume of training only in the preparation period, while they reduced the training volume during the competition period. The study revealed significant similarities between both groups, where both experienced significant improvements in endurance performance, which led Myakonchenko et al. 2021 to conclude that annual periodization of training loads is an effective method for improving sports performance and endurance performance in a group of skiers. There's also a great deal of research that supports the use of mesocycles and microcycles in sports performance training. Aoki et al. 2017 assessed the effect of 2 periodized mesocycles on training loads, mood, and jump performance of elite volleyball players. The groups of volleyball players were split into U16 and U19 categories and were trained through both preparatory and competitive periods over the course of 9 weeks. Both groups experienced a greater internal training load during the preparation period and experienced improvements in vertical jump performance at the end of the 9-week period. Due to these improvements, Aoki et al. 2017 concluded that implementing periodized mesocycles was an effective method to improving sports performance and meeting competition goals. So why should a sports performance professional utilize periodization in their training programs? Implementation of periodization concepts during training allows for the sports performance coach to manipulate acute variables to produce specific adaptations geared towards improving sports performance. These desired adaptations can be determined by the athlete's needs, goals, and athletic abilities. Periodization allows the athlete to progress through various periods by training to achieve specific adaptations that will lead them to achieve their athletic goals. If the sports performance professional tailors each period towards their specific goals, the athlete will be able to progress at a steady pace in order to improve their athletic abilities. Here are the references I used to complete this assignment. I hope this video helped you learn a little bit more about periodization and how it can be very important in helping an athlete achieve their athletic goals. Thanks for tuning in.